Poor Sussex. Charles appoints Princess Anne key role in royal Harry. No title, no position. Princess Anne hasn't provided any indication she is planning to slow down after the end of the Queen's reign, a royal commentator has said. The Princess Royal has been a tireless working member of the firm over the past 5 decades and, despite being in her 70s, she continues to proudly represent and champion her patronages and the crown by carrying out hundreds of engagements every year. Royal expert Jonathan Saccardotti said there is no reason to believe the royal will not continue with her supporting work also during the reign of her elder brother King Charles III. He told Express.co.uk, "I think Princess Anne is very largely accepted as an extremely hard-working, no-nonsense, relatively low-profile royal and there is no reason to believe she won't carry on like that. She has embraced her position as working royal. I think she is one of the hardest working if not the hardest working in terms of volume of engagements, and I don't see why she shouldn't carry on supporting the new king in the same way she did with their mother." In fact, in the statement she made during the mourning period, she did speak about her brother Charles and I think her gratitude was for the public who were supporting him in this moment of transition and mourning. So I don't see why she wouldn't carry on. They are all getting older, so there will be a point in which maybe they will want to take on less. It's an interesting feature of his reign. He is coming on the throne at an age in which many think about retirement or are already retired. Instead he is taking on a massive role which is even bigger than the one he has carried out throughout his life. It applies to all of them that they are aging. Obviously there is a next generation, there is Prince William for example, and maybe they will take on more of the work as older members like Princess Anne may slow down. But I am not sure we have seen any indication of that just yet. Mr. Saccardotti referred to the statement issued by Buckingham Palace on behalf of Anne on September 13, after the royal had travelled with the coffin of Queen Elizabeth II from Scotland to London. After saying she was fortunate to be at her mother's bedside on her last 24 hours and speaking of the honour and privilege it had been to be with the late Queen on her final journey across the country, Anne thanked mourners around Britain. In recent years the second of the late Queen's children, Princess Anne, has been found to be the hardest working royal, undertaking a staggering number of engagements both at home and abroad. In the weeks following Queen Elizabeth's death and the accession of King Charles, the Princess Royal has remained committed to her royal duties, with trips to Edinburgh and New York. And it seems that Princess Anne's hard-working nature can be traced back to an example set by certain role models. Giving fans a unique insight on the 2020 documentary, Anne, the Princess Royal at 70 in honour of her 70th birthday, Princess Anne's children Peter Phillips and Zara Tindall opened up about her almost boundless energy. "She's got so much more energy than anyone that I know at 70, Peter explained, before pausing to reflect upon how the Princess Royal has this in common with many of her close relatives as he added, "Well, apart from various members of our family, she certainly doesn't act 70. Age is not a thing to her," Zara shared. "It's very much, the more she keeps doing, the younger she'll stay." It was then that Peter remarked upon how Princess Anne's hard-working nature has been inspired by the example set for her by role models. "She always says she doesn't have very good role models for slowing down," he said, as Zara murmured, "No, that's true.